Hey guys, it's another clear March day, and when you have these days that are clear, even if you're tired, go out there and observe, because sometimes it might be cloudy for 2 more weeks and you're going to kick yourself if you don't. Anyway, let's go for another 2 clusters that you guys can see from a white zone. So if I could do it, there's no way that you guys can't do it. Now, okay, if you guys have a smaller telescope, but maybe you're in a better darker skies than white zone or Bortle 8, you can do it. I also have ton of street lights facing me, so I can't get really dark adapted, and I still can do it. So there's really no excuse, guys. Go out there and have fun. So it doesn't matter if you're in a white zone and you might think there's no way I can do astronomy. It's false, and I've showed you guys plenty of times what you could see. Now let's start with another 2 clusters, and let me show it to you. I know some of you guys that are experienced, you already know this, but for the people that need to know, then, okay, we're going to look at the Ceres or Canis Major constellation, but if you can't find it, look for the Orion, which is a very easy constellation to find. The belt stars point downward to Ceres. Now, Ceres looks like a dog, leg, tail, and then there's dim stars up here. If you're not in a dark zone, you won't see it. Looks like a small head. Now, last time we've looked at that one, we looked at that one. We didn't even use Star Sense for that one. We just used a Rigel pointer, and those are amazing. The Telrad is also good. We are going to go after these right here, M46 and M47. Now, you're probably wondering, what does the M stand for? Messier, not the hockey player, is the one that cataloged it, Charles Messier, and this is his 46th item on his list and the 47th item. Now, just in case you guys are wondering, he actually was writing a list because he was searching for comets, right? And all this stuff in the sky was a list of what not to look for, right? But what's funny is he actually became famous for this list that he was putting out for people not to look for. That way you could just bypass it and look for your comets. But this is what he's actually famous for. His 110 of the sky's best and brightest objects. When you guys start the hobby, there is nothing better than the Messier list of 110 objects. Again, they're the biggest and the brightest things out there, so check it out. But it's funny how that's his story, that he intended this list to be for future people, not to mistake all these items for a comet, and so he made this list of what not to look for. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, so M46 is a 6 magnitude open cluster. Open cluster, and it says it's small telescopes. It's richest in this field, and it's 5,000 light years away. And this one is a 5th magnitude open cluster, stars seen in binoculars. Okay, and it's 1,700 light years away, so much closer, about 3 times closer, and it's a full magnitude brighter than this one. But they are pretty close together. Let's go check them out. Okay, let's give this a try. I'm gonna do it again. I got my curtains open. Maybe it's gonna let more light in, but so there's M47. The brighter of the 2. As you can see, it's pretty bright. Let me move the telescope. I don't know why this cell phone here is not imaging anymore, but I'll use my second iPhone. So as you can see, it's a nice cluster. It's kind of like the Ceres right there, and you just go all the way about 15 degrees that way, and there you go. Beautiful cluster. And this is I believe it's a 26 millimeter super palazzo, nothing special. And there's a nice cluster right there. So try this out if you haven't. Again, we're using the 12-inch Dobson. But you could also probably see this in an 8-inch as well, 10-inch type of thing like that. If you're better light pollution, you could even do it a little bit smaller. Okay, we'll see if this comes out on camera. If not, I'll just delete it. But let's go to the other cluster. Okay, I don't know if we could see. I could see it in the eyepiece, this cluster, M46. But to show it, I don't think it's just not enough light for a the cell phone. I did a in the eyepiece, you can see it. Let me just do a longer exposure. Let me see if I can get to 10-second exposure. I don't know if that's going to be, it's already trailing, so so that's not going to work. Yeah, so anyway, so in the eyepiece I can see it, but it's very dim. Here we go. You could just kind of see it right there. So let me take a picture. Something happened to the phone. No, something, I don't know what happened to the phone there. But you can just see that cluster just on the edge. I'm gonna push it over a little. Now it just needs to raise a tiny bit. This daub does not have the smoothest. There we go. Let's try again. So let's do a 5-second exposure and see if we just capture it. 5-second exposure. See, it's a little dim. But anyway, okay guys, that's what smartphone astronomy is about. A lot of times you're going to see it in the eyepiece a lot better than the phone can capture. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Cell phones are just not accurate enough, or a real camera. So going for the deep sky stuff, even though I've showed you guys lots of deep sky stuff, mostly clusters, it's still a bit hard. So actually, I see the moon over there. There, it's actually right beside the light. Right there. The bottom one is the moon. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you know anybody getting into astronomy, send them my link. If you're on the forums and anybody asks a question, maybe is in the city type of thing, send them my link as well. Why not you? Why not me? Joe Jaguar out.